Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Africa is waking up, and Namibia just made a bold move that proves it. For years, African resources, our oil, gas, minerals, have been controlled and dictated by foreign interests. But Namibia's new president, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, just reshuffled her cabinet, and one of the biggest changes, oil and gas will now fall directly under the presidency. Now that means less outside control and more national oversight over one of the most valuable resources in the world. And trust me, this is not just some routine political move. This is strategy. You see, Namibia has been gaining a lot of attention in the oil and gas sector, especially since 2022, when companies like Shell and Total Energies started making discoveries off its coast. Some of those discoveries weren't necessarily commercially viable, but the potential is definitely huge. And President Nandi-Ndaitwah is making it clear Namibia will control its own resources. She's not kicking out, foreign companies, but she's just making sure that moving forward, Namibia benefits first, as it should be.
Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah becomes Namibia's first female president after her governing SWAPO party won parliamentary and presidential elections in November. While Namibia has seen relatively strong economic growth in recent years, largely due to investments in oil, gas and green hydrogen, the World Bank says it ranks second highest globally for income inequality.
We pledge to the people of Namibia to diversify our economy for our people to drive maximum benefit from our country's natural resources through value additions.
I'm loving that she's the first female president in Namibia. That's what we call girl power. And I'm loving that a lot of these moves came in the month of March, which was the International Women's Month. This inspires me, and I believe moves like this, especially from a woman, a female politician, a female president, will make a huge shift, inspiring and influencing women across Africa. When we talk about Africa rising and Africa changing, becoming her best self, it has to be collaborative efforts by both men and women. We're not just talking about male politicians, male presidents making those bold moves. We need women to also take up this space, because at the end of the day, for us to close the gaps of years of setbacks in Africa, it's going to take a whole lot of work. And so I love that she's showing us how politics is done. She's showing us that this can be done. She's showing us that we not only can get into politics, but we could rise to the highest ranks within the nation as president. And we're here to see all of the amazing things that she's doing. I'm super excited about that. You see, this is a shift we're starting to see across Africa. Leaders who are no longer just accepting deals that don't serve their countries in the long run. It's been a long time coming, but I'm glad it's finally here. And we can't ignore the Ibrahim Traore effect. Burkina Faso's leader has been very vocal about Africa putting its own interests before anyone else's. He's made it clear foreign trade is fine, but Africa must always be in control of its resources. And now we're seeing that same energy in Namibia. President Nandi-Ndaitwah didn't just restructure the oil and gas sector. She also replaced the finance minister, a man credited with lowering Namibia's national debt. Some say that's because she's getting ready to spend big, investing in Namibia's economy in a way that puts people first. So what does this actually mean for the future? Well, if Namibia plays its cards right, it could join the ranks of major oil-producing African nations. But more importantly, It sets a precedent. African leaders taking control, ownership, and responsibility over the wealth beneath its feet. That's how it's supposed to be. And if more countries follow suit, we could be looking at a very different Africa in the next decade. But what do you think? Will this move benefit Namibia in the long run as is expected? Or do you think that there are risks? And what could these risks be? Let me know in the comments. My name is Ify Igwe reporting from Nigeria.